Hopefully, there's no diss track dropping it right now.
No, hopefully it is, bro. More
Shit.
content.
We haven't even checked, bro.
Kendrick
like,
over here dropping every 5
Kendrick just
minutes.
like another one.
Another one.
Dude, wait. Before you finish, man, you guys give me a timetable on when you think Drake should respond. How many days do you give him until you say the eight's over?
Drake
you
just
lost.
dropped.
You lying?
Yeah.
Did he
Not
really?
lying. Drake just dropped the
Should
hard part
I thought
6.
he said, "Yeah, I'm lying."
You want to get a live reaction?
Let's
No
get it.
way.
Let's get a live.
Should we put it in the?
Yeah, we can.
We bitches.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. What's up, guys? As y'all know, based on the title of the video, y'all see what we're talking about. It's the topic that everybody's talking about right now. I don't think you've gone to social media and not seen anything that's not including Drake or Kendrick, the boogeyman, as we all know him by now.
Where do you guys think this like really started? Because not everybody knows where this beef started from. I want to know what you guys think about it.
I think the main start was Control, but because he called out everybody. But I think Kendrick just didn't like Drake's persona from the start. Like ever since they even started, like whenever Drake gave him the platform, I guess, in Take Care, when he had that interlude.
Yeah.
I mean, Drake tried to give him that shout out, kind of like how he does with everybody. But even though he did that, there's always, because we go through this all the time where like people help us, but you can see they're helping us to benefit them more, or they help us.
Little bro.
Little bros, yeah.
What does
And
that mean?
I've seen that.
So usually it's like whenever you help somebody, have you ever heard like you help somebody but you don't want them to be bigger than you?
Oh,
So
okay.
Kendrick, I feel like he's such a competitive person that seeing Drake, be crowned as the GOAT and stuff like that, he's like, no, hold up, I got something to say. But like most artists, usually whenever Drake puts their hand over them and helps them out or whatever, they're just kind of like, oh, thank you, and they always just put themselves a little bit under than Drake. And Kendrick, I feel like he was just different in the sense of like, nah, this is a competition. Like I feel like I'm the best.
Yeah.
type stuff.
I was explaining to my girl because she was like, where does this all stem from? And she was like, Drake made Kendrick big, and I was like, well, that's not true. And she was like, well, explain it to me. I was like, well, Kendrick came out with Section 80. She was like, okay, I know about Section 80. And then around that time, Dr. Dre had just came out with that song with Eminem, I Need a Doctor, right?
Oh,
yeah.
And so right after he did that song, Dr. Dre was trending for a bit, especially he did that Beats by Dre, and he then hopped on that song with Kendrick called The Recipe.
Yeah.
And so from there, that's actually where Kendrick kind of like propelled his career, because he was always kind of big in the West Coast, but he kind of propelled from there. And then so obviously Good Kid, Mad City, skip a little, Good Kid, Mad City comes out and he has that song Poetic Justice with Drake.
Yeah.
So apparently word on the street was when they were in the studio, Drake brought his ghostwriter to the studio. And so all those bars that are on Poetic Justice, apparently, I mean, it's not apparently, we all know by now, it was written by a ghostwriter, and Kendrick felt some kind of way, but his label, everybody there was just like, hey, bro, this is Drake. At the end of the day, like, you got a Drake first. Be happy about that.
Yeah.
So then from there, you start getting subliminal bit like this. It's like on King Kunta, he talks about, like, you niggas are sharing bars like two guys in a two-man cell.
Rappers with a ghostwriter? What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
That's where I wouldn't tell.
Dude, so they've been subliminally dissing each other for that. How old is that album? That's almost 10 years of beef.
Yeah.
And so Kendrick's been going out a lot. He went out at Big Sean a few bars. He goes at Big Sean subliminally. So him and Big Sean aren't friends either at all. So this beef is like stemming from years of just pent up, like, I don't fucking like you and you're not that good and everybody sucks your dick, but I'm here to say, like, I'm 10 times better than you and I'm going to show you everybody this year. Because he could have done this a while ago, but I think this year he was just like, hip-hop's about to die, let me be the savior of hip-hop.
Yeah, I think that was it, because we talked about this before, that Kendrick did it on purpose, but also I feel like he finally had the time to do it, Like he finally was like, fuck it, like I already dropped the projects I want to drop. I got time to do this shit, Like, and the thing is, people never wanted to diss Kendrick because you see in his level of writing that there's not somebody you want to mess with, especially the way he can hit you with triple entendres, or like just hit you with anything that, and also proving that he's also a battle rapper from the start, somebody that was already a battle rapper from the start. And we can say that like, oh, Drake went against Meek, but bro, Meek, you can always tell that
Meek wasn't going to win.
It was not that he wasn't going to win, but also that he was very trollable in a way. Like, there was a lot of ammo that Meek
left out there for on the table.
Bro,
us,
he
yeah.
could have won that, but like
You thought no, hold on.
No, I'm saying like he was the one that told everybody about the Ghostwriter stuff, but he tweeted it out. It's like, bro, if you would have dropped it with in a track or something, it would have been different than you just like giving the whole game plan.
Oh,
Through
Because
yeah,
remember, he was
Twitter.
just tweeting.
Through Twitter.
He was tweeting
his
it.
tweeting is god
The tweeting
awful.
is what fucked it up.
You're right,
And,
because his tweeting left a lot of ammo out there on the table too. Like he was
told him
embarrassing.
everything.
He was embarrassing himself on Twitter and stuff. I remember
Yeah.
he posted something like he was on the toilet drunk and he was like, "Man, I'm so drunk," and he posted himself on the toilet. And everybody's like, "Meek, what the fuck's wrong with you? You're a grown ass, damn near 40-year-old man. What are you doing?"
And that just goes to show the impact of music, bro. Because like you saying, like Meek tweeted it out,
Yeah.
but like if you would have put it in a song, it's just like a lot more memorable. Because
A banger
now that
song.
you're singing it or you're rapping it in your head, it just gets stuck in your head. Then you're reading a tweet and then you're forgetting about it. You know, like
Yeah.
it's just more impactful, especially because a song gets repeated at the club, a song gets repeated in the radio, a song gets repeated on YouTube through a
Yeah.
video. Tweets don't get repeated. You know, you'll see it, but it won't get repeated in your head, and it
Or you
won't
don't
be
even think about who tweeted it. You're just like,
Yeah.
I just know this information now. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Because
like you
people
said,
will run
impact.
on it, and tweets run on like most tweets. Original tweets never really get the best views. It's always the quoted tweets that get the best views.
Yeah.
It's always funny how that works because somebody always says something funnier than the original tweet.
Is that your girls tour or a world? Is that your
Bro.
world tour or a girls tour? Till this day, that line is more memorable than anything. Meek has
Exactly,
tweeted.
because everybody singed it. You know, everybody was rapping about it.
Every club you went to, radio station.
And as we're recording this, Kendrick just dropped "They Not Like Us" or "Not Like Us," right? Not like us. And that's kind of like putting if Drake wasn't already dead, he's already dragging him, bro. Like that's gonna be playing in the clubs, bro. Like they not like us. They not like bro. You know how many
bro.
people are gonna be playing that all fucking summer, bro?
You know why I think he's winning this too?
Why?
All the songs he's dropped, they're all quality fucking songs. They're good songs. Like if take the Drake diss out of it, they're all bangers. I've never seen Kendrick drop a whole bunch of bangers because usually
What the hell?
No. I mean
Like back to back.
like
Oh,
a back to
shit.
back like this because
Singles?
usually
I'm gonna
like.
say Kendrick's always quality.
Like for example, like on Damn, you had a mixture of bangers and some instrumental jazzy type of beats,
But it
right?
was a whole album.
Yeah, but this is like a whole out. Like this next album because
Like
apparently
an
he's gonna
EP of
release.
this is-
Yeah, apparently he has an album ready, and apparently like his album's gonna be centered around this. Could you imagine an album just full of Kendrick bangers, no jazzy stuff at all, just banger after banger after banger? All these songs are good. Drake released Push Ups was decent, but it's not even getting any play in the clubs. Like that gets played over that. Dude, Euphoria was played on after the Mavericks game on TNT.
Damn, I didn't even know that. But TNT be hopping on the train because they were playing. I think they were playing push-ups
They were playing Push Ups.
on TNT. Yeah,
Really?
they talked about it because they're like, and then they played Euphoria, so they're just like hopping on the train.
TNT
to
is
sing
It's like
it.
whoever dropped
It's
the
such a
next-
black cable channel now. They
Yeah,
on
bro.
that shit, bro.
But that kind of brings me to the point where Kendrick's winning, right? So where do you rank his?
You think
Well, first
Kendrick's
of all,
winning?
what do you think which one is his best diss out of all the 4 that he's dropped so far?
Like the
Or
best
5
song?
technically, because
What
like
do you
that.
think, Alex?
I was gonna say the eerie feeling that I got listening to like Meet the Grams.
Yeah.
That's the one I was like, oh my god. And it was just like it's like he broke him down, just everything, just like
The
bro,
ending.
you're
the-
a piece of shit, like this and that.
Brought his mom into it and everything.
Mom, kid,
Dad,
everything.
kid.
And it's just like, damn, it got past the rapping. It's like, bro, I
person
freaking
like
hate you.
I know
Like you're a piece of shit, and this is why type shit.
Like I wish, like the reaction people had whenever he said, "Fuck a rap battle." This a fuck a rap battle is a battle with your life or with yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, bro. It's like, fuck. Like, you feel some sort of... Right there, bro, when he said that, I was like, damn, I feel bad for Drake, bro.
Yeah, it seems like it seemed more serious in the sense of like, I'm trying to hurt your soul type shit.
I don't even think I don't even think it's like a rap battle. There's like lines that like, okay, for example,
Like,
Jay-Z
you're witty.
Jay-Z and Nas, they had some lines, and yeah, they didn't like each other, but it was a rap battle where they threw some lines out there, and like those lines are jokingly. everything that Kendrick is thrown is not a joke. He legitimately hates this motherfucker. There's not a single line that he's like giving credit to Drake in any kind of way. He's just like, no, motherfucker, I hate you. I think his best line, because it gets looked over, is like, I make music that's ecstatic or something like that.
No, you make music
that's pacifying.
Yeah.
And people look over that, but I'm like, bro, this is one of his double entendres. Pacifying in terms of he makes music that's like for the moment and just passes by kind of thing. But it's also like an entendre onto the word pacifier.
For little kids.
For the little kids, yeah, bro. And I was like, damn, dude, Kendrick, like stuff like that, the shit that makes you think. And I'm like, he won the battle before I think like even Drake put out push-ups. I was like, bro, he was already in that man's head.
Well, in terms of like overall in rap history, where do y'all put this body of disses? Because like when you talk about like important disses, obviously Hit 'Em Up with Tupac and No Vaseline with Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
I think in terms of like disses, maybe back to back, I'll put it in the top 5. But what I think is that do you think this like the Meet the Grams already included in the top 5? Because what other diss that you could think?
Because
that
you could even say like ether.
Ether. That's what everybody's compared.
The word that you say now, oh damn, he ether you. It became like a freaking like, oh damn, he like this.
Oh, ether, yeah.
So like that's probably one of the top ones. Top 5. I'm trying to think. Cause
would you put this Meet the Grams bigger than back to back?
So are you saying Meet the Grams is the favorite out of all the Kendrick
For
disses?
me, it was.
Okay.
But what about y'all? Before we start
What about you, Caesar?
putting them in.
And it's because in terms of like impactfulness, like
Yeah.
of what I know is gonna hit Drake, I think Meet the Grams, yes.
Euphoria
I think what is gonna get overplayed in the clubs is
Yeah.
gonna be this one, the Not Like Us.
Not like, so you don't think Euphoria's gonna get played in clubs like that?
Not like us,
Not like us, it's a bop, man.
bro. Because that is a fucking banger,
Dude,
bro.
I was shaking
like,
my head. I was like,
Like,
damn.
and this is what I was talking about with the because we're talking about the people that been reacting to it, if they've been getting copyrighted and stuff. And I watch a lot of reaction videos, especially because I enjoy watching those. But when you watch it's funny because when you watch the wide reactors, the dude that you were talking about, what's his name?
Anthony Fatano or whatever.
Fatano?
Yeah.
Him and
The
John
Miller.
Denton. John Denton's another reactor.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
from Britain. White dudes. And like when they're listening to it, like, oh yeah, like this shit fire.
Oh my god.
But you skip to you go like if you cut into the black reactors, everybody fucking
like,
just
oh, hell.
yeah, let's get this.
Oh, hell.
Nah, but
they'll
it's,
pause it too, like, oh.
Oh, they get up. They
Like they saw someone do magic. You know how black people get when they see people do magic?
Hey,
Like,
what the fuck? Nah.
or like as soon as they do that, they fucking do it, and they're already crib walking in the background. They're like, they're not like us. It's like, bro, like the impactfulness of the sound of like you already know people are gonna be in the club. They're not like us. They're not like
Yeah.
you can
Bro,
already tell, bro. Like
yeah,
it's
you're
just a
right.
fucking banger, and it's gonna the thing that Drake had over Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't have the lyricism over Kendrick, bro. It's
Yeah.
just never gonna
Nah,
happen,
hell
bro.
so it's just a song making
It
ability.
was just a song making the club making beat, bro. And Kendrick just did that, and he did
Damn.
it within
Damn.
fucking hours, bro. Cause like when you think about it, and when you listen to the song, everything he talks about it is about stuff that he talks
Just-
about in Family Matters.
Yeah.
Unless there's a really big leak in Drake camp where like Kendrick already knew that song, like he already heard Family Matters.
Nah, Kendrick is probably so quick with it, just like.
I don't know. I actually,
Oh, you
I
think there's a
I didn't think about that. I thought that like Kendrick was just quick with it. But remember in 616 he talked about the mole.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's what
it.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So like,
Because it's way too fast.
bro, it's like literally Drake dropped at 11 p.m.
And then Kendrick just drops it
minutes.
with those lines already. You're right. It has to be a mole.
No, but yeah, with the 616, yes, but I'm talking about like not like us. I think in the 616 he mentions stuff that kind of Kendrick already knew what Drake was gonna talk about, but in Not Like Us, he literally says the specific things that he said in that song.
No, that's what I'm talking
And-
about. I'm like,
and-
how did he know to say that already? He couldn't just listen to the song and then quickly add it to, like, you need an engineer in that. He must have already, like you said, he must have already known the song and then written down his
Yeah.
lines and then knew when to release it.
Yeah, there's one of the two. Either he's fucking quick with it, which he can be, bro. I mean, he was a battle
No,
rapper.
He
You
can't be
can-
that quick, dude. That's way too.
I don't know, man.
Dude, he's lost.
Kendrick is that talented.
He's
bro.
in New York right now in an apartment, apparently. So no, he is apparently. He's in New York in an apartment, and apparently he's isolated himself. And I don't think that he's just on his laptop waiting for Drake to drop. He listens to the song, and then he just comes up with something that quick and sends it to his engineer to mix and get everything. He must have known before.
So you say it's just too quick. Like there's no way.
I
like,
agree with him. I didn't even
there's
think
more
about
of
it
a-
until
Well,
you said
I don't. I think Kendrick is quick with it, but I'm just saying that's another
Theory?
hypothetical theory that he actually already heard Family Matters and he just dropped, not like us, knowing already what Family Matters said because of a leak in his camp, and he already had that song pre Drake dropping.
And Drake being such a huge star, bro. Like there has to be people that are connected somehow. You know, it would be easier to get them all. Freaking, what is it called? Entourage and stuff. Like,
OVO boys.
Yeah, but that's another thing where people were saying like the push-ups got leaked too.
yeah, engineer probably somebody in the studio.
Somebody suited, but he has to trust all those people. Those people are like been working for him for.
How paranoid would you be if you're Drake?
Oh,
Like,
he's paranoid right now.
fuck.
Let's
Everything he does fucking leaks, bro. Everything he does leaks. Unless people say that unless Drake leaks it himself, just so he can see the perception of people, and then because he's so self-conscious with himself that he's like, let me see if they like it, and if they don't like it, I say it was just AI. Now that he has that excuse of like everything being AI, like no, that's not it. That wasn't what I was gonna drop. Let me say it was AI.
Because
and
that
then drop
happened with
something
the push-ups, right? Like,
Oh no,
even
Taylor Swift freestyle.
oh yeah.
Taylor Swift.
No, that
freestyle.
was AI. But I'm saying,
But I'm
like,
saying like with push-ups before like he actually put it on DSPs or YouTube like or anything, like even the engineering wasn't set like how he wanted it yet. Like the finished product was different from the one we heard whenever it leaked. And like you said, maybe he did it just so that
He could
it
see the
was leaked, see
reaction.
the reaction. People were fucking with it. Okay, now they're fucking with it.
And then he put on
engineer
DSP.
it correctly, make sure we're good. Drop it on DSPs and YouTube.
yeah, that's
So
what.
Man, that's you're giving Drake a lot of credit for that one because I don't know, man. I
Well,
don't
think
know.
about it. It's not
Like
even
some
giving
4D
him credit.
chess shit.
To me, it makes it seem Drake weaker because
It
like,
makes it
damn,
seem
you're
super
that
weak.
self-conscious
Yeah.
that you're not confident enough to drop
it
your
out.
diss like that.
Yeah.
Like you have to kind of throw it out there. And to be honest, I knew it was official whenever because somebody dropped it in their like a random YouTube channel, but then it got blocked within like 20 minutes. I'm like,
Yeah.
this got to be official because
Oh,
ain't
it has
no
to be
other
official, yeah.
unless there's no big
Copyright,
company,
yeah.
label record label that would.
There was
pretty
some
much block
Kendrick
it.
AI stuff that came out too that I was thinking, oh, Kendrick, because some of those bars that was, so you know how the AI thing works. Obviously, someone will go in, do AI to change their voice to sound like
Yeah.
Kendrick, and so some of those lines were kind of hard. It was to be like, I'm going OVO hunt, about to put some owls on my mantle. I was like, God damn, that's actually a pretty hard line.
Yeah.
I was like,
The
shit.
fans are out
I was like,
making
fan,
this
damn,
song.
the fans. I was like, that sounds like something Kendrick would do. But yeah, man, I don't know. You're right. Drake is a very self-conscious nigga. I think we
Yeah.
all know that, and he's very petty. I think there's definitely a mole in his camp, but I don't think it's a mole in terms of someone running to tell Drake. I think it's coming down to the same old thing that's always gotten guys in trouble. It's the pillow talk.
Pillow
There's
talk
someone
is
in
crazy.
like that's what happened with 40 and Pusha T. 40 was fucking Drake's girl. Then one of Drake's girls, that girl went to go tell Pusha T, hey, Drake has a son. That's how Pusha T found out about it. I think it's the same thing. Some girl that, you know, one of their boys slept with told Kendrick all this information. Kendrick's now like, well, fuck it, I got ammo. Even though Kendrick was never looking for ammo. That's the one thing about this. Kendrick was just gonna bar him up. Cause he's like from that old school like beef where it's like, nah, I'm not gonna drop some huge bomb. I'm just gonna bar you up the fuck up and make you look embarrassing.
Yeah, because most of the ammo Drake has already
He
put
released
out
it.
there,
He,
yeah.
like
Also, do y'all think Drake has to drop something again?
He has
yeah.
to drop a bang, bro. I was
he has to
just about
drop
to,
a banger.
I was just about to ask y'all that. Like, can Drake recover from all this?
He has
Like,
to lie. He
Bro,
has
it's
to
'cause,
lie
like,
his ass off.
He has
He's
to.
being suffocated right now, boy.
He can't drop anything not returning his responding to Kendrick. Like he
Not
can't
responding.
Cause even and the thing is, bro, Kendrick's so smart that the fact that he's like in the song, he's like, you can't tussle your way out of this. Like it's like, bro, you cannot drop anything other than what you then a response to
Yeah.
Kendrick, bro. Like you have to respond to Kendrick at that point.
And it sucks whenever you're on defense because, like you said, if he fucks up just trying to respond back to what Kendrick is saying,
It's
It-
just gonna
it
look
doesn't
like
hit the same.
it's gonna look sorry as fuck.
Yeah.
Like you know when you're just like for example, Kendrick said that he has a daughter. let's say that's a lie. Let's say it's a lie.
Yeah.
But if Drake now responds like, I don't really have a daughter, I fed him it just sounds fucking
It sounds
sorry.
corny,
It doesn't.
bro.
It sounds corny. It's like, bro, nah, bar this nigga up. Say something. Call him a midget again. I don't care.
Bro,
just
is
say
it like
something.
the fact that everybody goes to like the daughter news instead of the fucking pedophilia? Yeah, everybody
Like,
is
we know
like,
you probably hiding your daughter.
you know, but like the all the memes about like, have you seen that meme where it's like some girl texting a guy who's like, you got a small dick, you got a, you know what I'm talking about? Where like some girl texts us, you got a small dick,
All these things.
you last 30 seconds, like
Yeah.
all these fucking things, and then at the end she calls him broke, and then all he responds, I'm broke. The fuck? It's like Drake
broke.
reacting to like all the fucking shit Kendrick called him out on, and he just like, I don't got a daughter.
I don't got
Like,
a daughter.
That's funny because that's what he put on Instagram.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
just realized what you said.
What's the daughter?
He called him a pedophile. He called him not in his son's life.
Yeah,
and the only thing
not
he's
a
responded
man.
to is, I don't have a daughter.
Yeah, bro,
They
like, I'm
lying
like,
that I got a
damn.
daughter.
Bro, even the Not Like Us, I'm with you guys now. Before, my favorite was Euphoria. Not Like Us is my favorite now. Because
Not Like Us is-
the best thing about it was the cover art. You guys remember the cover art of Not Like Us? It was Drake's Embassy Mansion, and he put the sex offender tags
Yeah.
for each OVO boy.
Oh, man.
And I was like, Kendrick, you dog. You
Kendrick
are a
is-
dog right now.
And the
Man,
thing,
Kendrick don't even do social media like that. So I
Yeah.
don't know where that's coming from, bro.
And that's the thing that I'm saying. Like, who the hell is like feeding him this info or like?
He's in a dark room in New York, bro, and
This
he's
motherfucker
gone.
like Batman?
He's
Alfred.
nah, he's really the boogeyman, bro. He's really the
Fuck,
boogeyman.
man. In New
Bro,
York and
Did
everything.
you not see when he got to New York, bro? This nigga landed in New York. 5 minutes later, he's in like the dirtiest part of Brooklyn doing chin-ups with like the hood niggas. Kendrick,
Yeah.
Kendrick is beast mode right now, while Drake is still over here painting his nails.
I think the fact that Kendrick was a battle rapper that, bro, is this that confronting a person face to face. I think battle rappers are probably the toughest rappers there are out there. Like some of them can, I think a lot of them can't really make bangers. There has to be special ones that can battle rap and then make bangers and become a great artist. That I think the fact that he did that is just so easy for Kendrick to get in that mode. You know what I'm saying? Like to Drake, yeah, to Drake's point where like when he dropped back to back, it was like, yeah, he got in the mode, and I think it was more of a, because I think Meek could have beat him, like you said, Meek could have beat him, but the fact that Meek didn't decide to do that kind of like gave a Drake left him off the hook.
It passed.
You know?
Those ghostwriter things passed over. Like, it wasn't even something that people thought about in the sense of like, even Meek actually did respond to back, and bro, I don't even remember the fucking song.
He responded, and that's when SoundCloud was really big, and it got so much negative feedback, he took it off SoundCloud.
Yeah, I don't even remember the song.
It was
at
it was
all.
really bad because he started talking about his Richie Mille, and everybody was like, dude, what the fuck? Just talking about Drake.
And that's the different. Like, strategy is key. You know, it's war. Like Kendrick says. Like,
Meek wasn't smart.
yeah,
Meek was never gonna win, not because like I don't think Meek's a good rapper. He just wasn't smart enough, and I think that's what it was gonna take to be, because Kendrick's going up against Drake, and the thing that Drake has over Kendrick, which is big, is the social media. Kendrick's not so like, for example, when Kendrick said, "I hate this about you, I hate this about you," what did Drake do? He, instead of rapping back about it, he hopped on social media to post a meme about that. Usually that's seen as pussy, but Drake realizes like, hey, if I win the internet, I can win this battle.
Yeah.
But
that's also true. The
But then,
internet's a
but then
different
Kendrick kind of cut that off whenever he dropped the 616.
Yeah.
exactly.
Because then he's like,
The
you can't
narrative
leave your way
now
out of
gets
this.
shifted.
Yeah, the narrative shift. Like everybody gets your little scheme or your little tactics of just dropping memes, and then he literally drops another meme after that. It's like, bro, like at that point when
Yeah.
like only Drake dick writers. Like I'm a fan of both, bro. I'm a fan of both, but I think I'm very conscious
Kendrick.
enough to know that Kendrick is winning.
yeah.
There's the Drake dig writers, and there are also the Kendrick dig writers, bro. Like there is a lot.
Yeah.
And one thing I do say, bro, I feel like people were saying that Kendrick has more white fans than Drake. I'm like, hell no, bro.
Hell no.
If there anything,
Because
he has I'll say this: he surprisingly has a lot of the conscious white. You know, you have those white guys that know rap they listen to rap.
Yeah.
They listen to 80s, 90s,
Yeah.
2000s.
The
He has
Anthony
more.
Fantano type.
Yeah, he has more of those kind of white fans than Drake does. Drake has the mainstream
casuals.
white casual fans. Kendrick has the conscious rap
Yep.
white fans.
Well, how many more are there with casual fans than conscious white men?
Oh, there's
or white
way
people?
there's way more than casual. Yeah,
That's
way more
what I'm saying.
casual. Yeah.
So that when people would say like in terms of like population wise, I feel like Drake has way more than
10
those.
times more.
And also, the casual white fans are not gonna. I don't think they're gonna relate to anything that Kendrick drops.
Oh, that's why
And-
Kendrick lost in 2014 for rap album. That's why Macklemore won. They couldn't
Yeah.
relate.
Yeah.
You're not gonna relate to Kendrick saying like, we used to have to eat waffle sandwiches, and they're like waffle sandwiches sound delicious. No, I was like, no, that's what's it called? Food stamp food. They don't get that kind of stuff.
But also, I feel like the Grammys is not based on popularity either. It's more based on.
No, it is based on popularity.
Is it? I thought people decide like the people that work for the Grammys.
There's
No, it's popularity.
there is a
It's like a mixture, but
academy that decides,
yeah. But
and that's why people get mad because usually who you expect to win sometimes doesn't. You're just like, how the fuck
did they?
Yeah.
Wait, who decides it again?
It's a group of people.
So the way the Grammys work is like.
But it's not. But that's what I'm saying. It's not.
No, it's not
the
crowd.
people. It's
No,
not the people.
It's not like
So that's what I'm saying.
a
So that's
vote
what,
of like anybody could vote. Like it's only a
Anybody
certain
can
amount.
vote, yeah.
It's only a certain amount of people that make the
you think.
votes.
You think it got more diverse after that happened?
What
Uh,
happened?
Like the who votes for it got more diverse.
They say it's still like super old and mainly white.
Well, dude, it's weird. The Academy's weird because, award shows in general are weird because half the time the label will pay the money to the Academy so their artist wins.
Yeah.
So, yes, there is like a voting process, but at the end of the day, money talks big.
Yeah.
And Macklemore's camp honestly just paid,
Super commercially successful.
super commercially successful. They just paid more.
Because when Kendrick lost, which album was that? Was
Good
that
Kid, Mad City, and
Good
he was
Kid.
against Drake. Drake had just released. Kanye just released. Macklemore was against some of the best rap albums we had heard in the 2010s, and somehow his album with that one song, the Thrift Shop song, won.
I think that's where Drake's also hate towards Kendrick started too, as well, because everybody was talking about how why didn't Kendrick win instead of saying why didn't Drake win?
Yeah.
Which also Drake had dropped an album, and that's another point I remember seeing that's kind of like where Drake was kind of salty about that too.
Pretty much back to your point. Like at the end of the day, the hip hop purists usually do lean towards Kendrick because the lyrics, the quality instead of quantity compared to Drake. I would say the hip hop purists usually Kendrick is like their guy, and more casuals and commercial people.
Yeah, because Drake has the formula down already. It's cut and copy at this point.
Yeah.
He knows how to make a number one song. It's easy for him to do it.
But y'all weren't getting tired of Drake's music though.
Nobody else was really releasing
Damn,
any
that's a good
good music
question.
like
I
that.
feel like we're just numb to his music already.
But who else would you say was like killing it?
But in terms of me, in
Yeah.
general, because I listen to so many genres, I just wasn't listening to hip hop anymore.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like the rise of other genres came into play because maybe it was either
Hip
That
hop
boy
watered
Shabuski,
down.
Shabuski dropping the Tipsy song. You know what I'm talking about? Country song. That
Oh,
it
the
look-
black dude. That song is fire.
Yeah,
I never
it's
thought I'd bob my head to country like that, bro.
That motherfucker rap country, bro. It's a new genre.
Yeah.
rap country.
You're right, bro. I wasn't listening to Drake. I wasn't listening to hip hop that much anymore. I was listening
Yeah.
to different stuff, bro. I listened to
I'm saying.
my girl was even get on me the other day. She was just like, "When did you start listening to mix?" And I was like, well, "I've always been listening to Spanish music." Like I was playing Maluma Madrid, and she was like, "How did you hear this song?" I was like, "I put it on shuffle, and I honestly just listen." And when I hop on Spotify, I'll pick a category of a song with a different category other than hip hop,
Yeah,
and then that way I get a bunch of different songs. Because dude, hip hop was. That's the only reason why I was listening to Drake because everybody else sucked.
But
in
that's how
hip-hop.
that's how you know hip hop was bad if you got a black man listen to Maluma, bro. African
man
dude
of
listen to
culture,
Maluma.
I'll admit him, but I like music though. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That's
No, yeah.
the thing. But everybody was tired of hip hop, in my opinion. Like,
It was very repetitive, watered down.
yeah,
and then-
man, and even Drake coming out with For All the Dogs. I defend For All the Dogs. I thought For All the Dogs was a good album, but I'll tell anybody else. I was like, after a while, the material did get kind of tiresome to me because I've heard Drake talk like this so much.
Yeah, it's like at one point, because all of us fans of Drake are equally growing up with him. At one point, the getting bitches, getting money, all that shit is just getting watered down.
But not everything was hitting because you could even say Kendrick dropped as well, and it wasn't like as super replayable as
What, Mr. Morale?
Yeah.
But
It
that
didn't
one,
have
bro,
as-
that
it didn't
one-
have
That
as much
album,
replay.
I played
as-
that album again. That album is one of the most amazing bodies.
Well,
See,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly what that's what
But
I mean.
I wouldn't.
Remember
I
we
wouldn't
t-
put it above it like a Good Kid, Mad City.
It's up there. That's the thing. It is up there.
No,
It's-
bro.
Go ahead.
No, but when you get older, that album, even now, like when you go through a certain problem and you listen to that album, there's something in that album that just like makes you subconsciously think of not what you're doing wrong, but like it gets your brain thinking of like life shit that you've gone through.
Dude, that song,
Like-
you brought it up one podcast, Father Time. On that song is amazing. Trying to get my cake up, been a tough love, but I'm still making paper. Like that.
Yeah.
That literally describes the love of a father. Like, like you don't get that out of like a Drake album.
No, hell no.
It's just hard. But like
Drake is
obviously
more,
Kendrick will be popular because of that, because Drake's music is more easy for the casual. Like you said, bro, no one can relate to Kendrick really, unless you're like, oh,
No, unless you grow up in poverty and is a minority, I don't think you can relate to it because I'm Mexican. Obviously, I'm not black, but I can still relate
you're
to
not
a
black, bro. What? No,
I know, bro.
you.
It's so
Oh my
surprising.
god.
My nigga chill. No,
Dude, shit, I can't see you at 12 o'clock, bro. Midnight. You disappeared. Can I
Bro,
say that
you
on
know-
this podcast? Will your black fans be offended?
Bro.
Will they call me white like Drake? I can't say nigga no more.
My girl was saying, "Hey yo," because like I was watching the reaction of Zia's. Did you see Zia's where like, do you know Zia's is?
Yeah, I know, the big
So did you
muscly
see the
dude.
video of when something? It was I think they were reacting to Meet the Grams, and he said some bar, and then he just starts punching Bilou.
No, I didn't.
He
see
starts punching the shit out of him. And I'm like, bro, this motherfucker looks like a gorilla whenever he shoot.
Oh
She's
my.
like, hey, yo. I'm like,
Say, hold up.
not because he's black. He's just big as fuck. So the way he's punching like this.
Can you imagine Caesar out? He's like, no. Actually, let me explain to you.
And for y'all,
I
I don't
have
know.
black friends.
I have black friends.
I'm
This
like, bro,
guy
you
named-
black. I'm like,
I'm dating you.
I'm
You're
dating you.
30% black, babe. Come on.
she's not 30, she's 30% Nigerian.
She's 30%
She's
Nigerian.
50%. Bro.
He said,
He's like,
hold on, hold
I mean,
on.
her dad's
You ain't
black, bro.
You ain't gonna disrespect that girl like that.
I know, right?
Don't take
What's
away
her-
a black card from me.
I don't know why you keep saying 30.
30%.
I just said she was 30% Nigerian, not black. She's gonna get mad at me, bro.
Dude, she's gonna be like that Josh guy.
No, but at least you were like, hey, hold on. It's 50,
hold on.
it's 50.
I'm defending my girl's honor right now. Nah,
'Cause
but
I'm half black too. I'm just playing.
But this is what hip hop needed, bro. Like at the end of the day, like the top two guys going back, bro. The whole world is locked in
on hip hop for
on
the
hip-hop.
first time in forever,
in a while.
in a while,
Yeah.
and it's good rapping. That's another thing. I will say this, and we can't lie. The songs that Drake's released, they're not bad songs.
No.
They're not bad at all. They're good. It's just Kendrick outdid him
Yeah,
on
Kendrick's
every front
outdoing
part.
him.
You know what's funny? Like, who the fuck's gonna be the first rapper outside of Drake and Kendrick to drop? Like, nobody's dropping shit.
Nobody wants to.
Like,
Well-
who the fuck's gonna drop?
Other than it's
Chris
funny 'cause
Brown and
I'm about to
Quavo.
say, they said Quavo and Chris picked the worst time to freaking start.
Well, Chris
beefing.
won, bro. As soon as
Yeah.
Chris said like "Rest in peace, Takeoff," we really wish it was Quavo instead of Takeoff that died. Like once he said that, I was like, yeah, Chris won that. And Quavo's not even a good rapper. That wasn't gonna be a good.
He's
a
not.
good
He's not
beef.
gonna beat him with the hooks.
Yeah, yeah, man.
So I don't know, bro. Nobody's gonna drop anytime soon,
Bro.
other than them two. And like I said, Drake. It's funny because Drake in the Family Matters like I'm done with this. I'm gonna take a vacation. And then I heard that, and I'm like, ain't no way,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Hell
this,
no.
as
Taking
soon
no
as I heard
vacation.
that, I went to the Meet the Grams because I listened to Family Matters like 30 minutes after he had dropped it.
Okay.
So when I heard it, and then I saw Meet the Grams, so I listened to them back to back.
Yeah.
So as soon as I heard that from Family Matters, and then I heard Meet the Grams, and I went back to Family Matters, I'm like, bro, this boy cannot go on vacation. It's like
And
gotta-
he
you
wanted to
gotta
go on
defend.
vacation, dude. He even wanted to.
he thought I honestly think he thought that after that
it was over.
it was
It was
over.
peaceful. It was good.
Like this
chilling.
was his back-to-back moment where like, man, it's over, bro.
Fuck,
I got
bro.
this.
Bro, that kind of leads me into, what do you guys think? Like I know we kind of already talked about it. Where do you guys think Drake goes for it? And in terms of, because I'm keeping remember this one line where Kendrick talked about like Drake is like Diddy, and they're gonna raid the embassy soon. Do you think that like Kendrick's lines hold some truth to it? And if so, do you think like Drake's the next Diddy? Because some of the stuff he's saying, bro, it's kind of crazy. Like we've heard it. He's calling him a pedophile. He's saying half his crew is over here doing crazy shit as well. Like if I'm the FBI, I'm looking at Kendrick's lyrics. I'm like, oh fuck, we got another RICO case. We're gonna raid the embassy. The embassy's the new P Diddy castle.
Yeah, well, I mean, it kind of obviously it's in Canada, so it's like who the fuck's gonna raid it? Drake got so many connections in Canada. Canada.
I mean, if anything's found, Drake just won't be able to step foot in America.
That true.
Yeah.
But I think that goes back to my point where, like, I think Drake has had these allegations for a long ass time, but I think people would forget about it because, again, he would drop so many bangers.
His
like
PR
Tootsie
is
Slide,
crazy,
and like that it would just, his PR would be great, and so like nobody would second guess it. So now that Kendrick is making it so vocal in a lot of songs,
Yeah.
I feel like he just can't come back.
Even Kendrick, he mentions, I think he had like a sexual assault case 2015 or something.
Yeah, Drake
and
did.
And then Kendrick mentioned it, but you know, at that time, you know, all this music was coming out that people didn't freaking
care because he was Drake.
Also, in Drake's part, I think I would say this. I was saying that, like, what ammo does Drake have? Now that Kendrick took it there, I feel like Drake does have some ammo now that people have been mentioning, like the fact that he had Kodak Black and Kendrick had Kodak Black in the Mr. Morale.
Yeah.
And Kodak obviously has some pedophilia charges against him.
Yeah, charges and everything.
And
But
already
that's
put
different.
I think that's a little different though,
Yeah,
because like
Drake's crew compared to Kodak.
Drake's crew compared to Kodak, and like at the same time, what you just said, that was the best I've ever heard Kodak rap on Mr. Morale.
Yeah, but we're talking about pedophilia.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Drake
He said,
stuff,
well, he kind of rapped good.
Drake, that's what I'm saying. That's how we all treat Diddy and Drake for years, bro. We were like, well, the music's good, so fuck it, bro. You do what you don't do until the day you cross the line even further. But because like Kodak rapped really good on that thing, man. Like,
Oh, that's what I was about to say too. Because also another thing that I saw on Twitter was that the Drake stands were bringing up was that Kendrick threatened Spotify to take his music off whenever they were saying to take R. Kelly's music off.
oh,
And
really?
I think Kendrick explained it. I don't think. I remember he explained this at the time in 2019, was that he wasn't defending R. Kelly's actions. He was defending the fact
art.
that Spotify was so willing to take his music off when there was white
Many
people.
other artists.
There was white people. There was other people from that were the white race that had caused similar actions and also had done
way worse.
way worse or offenses that were equally as worse as R. Kelly's, but their music weren't taken out. So it was more the battle against Spotify than him defending R. Kelly. And I think that's what people would, like, I mean, everything can get taken out of context, but that's where Kendrick was during Spotify. Not the fact that he was defending
The actions
of R. Kelly, but the fact that Spotify was being two-faced about the situations when it came to a white artist to a black artist.
What's y'all's take on that? Are you guys able to separate the artist from the art, or do you guys?
Yes, to the extent of something that you said. If they keep making good music, then we can ignore this, right? But I think the issue with Drake right now is that there's been such a lull in his music that now that Kendrick's brought this all up, it's going to be harder to ignore. He can't just he's not capable of dropping another banger and just letting this stuff like go away. So like it's easy to separate the artist from the art when they're still making good music. As soon as that good music stops, like think about it, R. Kelly, the good music stops, bet. Now
Get your ass to jail,
Get your
my
ass to
boy.
jail, bro. You hey monkey, you danced enough for us. We're good with you. I think that same stuff can happen to Drake if this stuff is true. If it's true. Because
Also,
like
Twitter people are going into Drake's lyrics now and dissecting a lot of Drake's lyrics, like the one fucking Sierra Canyon looks like a Magic City parking lot. It's like, what do you mean by that, Drake? What do you mean by that, Drake? This is a high school parking lot. What do you mean looks like Magic City with these girls going into it? Like these girls are underage.
Drake is fucked, bro.
I know what I'm saying. Like, bro, like there's a lot of ammo what Drake's been saying.
Bro, even that song with 21 Savage on this album before his newest album, where he talks about, I used to fuck SZA back in 08, and people did the math. They're like, SZA would have been like 16 or 17. And everyone was like, Drake, you do realize that. And then SZA had to come and be like, oh no, he just said that to make the bar rhyme. But I think Drake didn't realize like that year how old she really was when he released that line. But just like you said, because it was good music, it was just swept under the rug.
Wait, hold up. Now I gotta check that.
No, check that song because I used to.
I know he says 08.
Yeah,
I know he says that.
And SZA was like 17, 16, very like super young during that time.
Underage.
Underage. Because look at SZA's age now, you'll see how old, and then you could just backtrack and do the math.
34.
She's 34, so that
12,
was
16.
in 08, so 16 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was about barely 18, maybe. Yeah, barely 18, probably 17.
Barely 18?
No, she was like, and then Drake at that time would have been like in his like late 20s or something like that.
He was out here.
No, he was like 21, 22.
21, 22. So, but I think the whole thing was that she was like 17 or 18, something along those lines, and everybody was like, she was a little young, because she just turned 34 this year, so she would have been 17. Actually,
I was about to say, I think she would have been 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
like
great.
that's what people are saying. Like there's some lines in there where I think Drake didn't even realize, like, hey bro, this is illegal.
No, she was 17. Yeah, you're right. She was 17. Damn, that's crazy.
Dude, there's a lot of stuff
Right.
Kendrick dropped that's like being like, I said this when he dropped Euphoria, and he said like, I know some shit that'll make Gunna look like a saint, and I said this to shout out to Aura, Dollar and a Dream podcast.
Shout out
I
my
said
boy.
I said this to Aura. I was like, I think when Wayne went to jail, Drake was the one that snitched on him, and then in the later songs now, did you not hear that in Not Like Us? He was like, you were fucking with Wayne's chick while he was in jail.
Yeah.
I think Drake fucked over Wayne a ton of times. Wayne doesn't know about it, but I think Kendrick found out about it, and I think that's gonna come. I think the next song that comes out, that's gonna be the
Snitching
nuke. I don't think the nuke has really come out yet. I think that's the big nuke, because have you guys ever wondered why Wayne all of a sudden went to jail that year? They got him on gun charges, but how would they even know that he had guns?
And also they're bringing about, there's so much shit that they're bringing up on Drake now through Twitter. Like the video of him like saying about the Toronto slang too. About he called it, those are ignorant people. Or he
And
says
then now he be all...
saying, trying to copy that. And that's the same thing goes back to the colonizer thing that like Drake doesn't really
You're just
see
an
himself
actor,
black.
my boy.
He's just
He
an
doesn't
actor.
seem so black.
Quick question. Both routes. If you're Kendrick, what do you do now? If you're Drake, what do you do now? Like,
Drake has to drop something. There's
You
no
have
there's
to
no
respond.
option. He has to respond.
and if you're Kendrick, you just keep suffocating him, or you wait for his response.
I mean, if there is something that Kendrick has more on him,
He has
then
a
I
lot
would say
more on
drop
him.
it.
Kendrick has a lot more, but I know
Snitching.
there's only one out for Drake, and it's not release another song. And I know he's gonna do this. He's gonna do what he did with Pusha T. He's gonna find Jay the Prince, and Jay the Prince is gonna come out on the live YouTube channel, and be like, I had to end this because this was getting too serious. Drake had a serious nuke that would have destroyed Kendrick, but I want these guys to. He did that with Pusha T practically. I think that's what Drake's next move is gonna be, because unlike Pusha T stuff, now we're talking about pedophilia, and Drake, there's no real like comeback to that. Like everybody's eyes are open.
But hold up. That I don't think that can happen though, because Jada Prince was cool with Pusha T. Or Pusha T was at least respected him. But fucking Kendrick diss him too with his with the bar of
No, you're not wrong. He
Parkinson.
did.
Like, bro, Kendrick does not give a fuck
He
about
does not
him,
give
bro.
a fuck.
He does not give a fuck about any Houston or Texas power that
That
Prince had.
bees. Well, I don't know how Drake gets out of it, because look, he can release another diss track. Dude, Drake's just gonna have to lie his ass off. He's gonna have to say, he's gonna be like, you're the pedophilia. He's gonna have to do something like that, because I don't see what he has on Kendrick.
That's the thing, Kendrick. You really don't know much.
We don't know know much
personal
about
shit.
Kendrick. Look, Drake revealed that like Kendrick might be fathering someone else's baby with his wife, and we all were just like, so what? You're a fucking pedophile.
He's being a dad. And you're,
What was in
he's being a
Dave
dad.
Free?
He's being unlike you.
Isn't Dave Free the security guard, or who was he?
his best friend.
His
or
best friend, a
something in
security
high
guard or
school.
something like that. But like that's not even true, because he took Mr. Morale and took like what Kendrick rapped on Mr. Morale as fact, and Kendrick was like, bro, I was just rapping about a certain perspective of life. That wasn't like my actual life. But if you're gonna lie like that, all right, you tell your lies, you keep your lies. I won't tell the truths, but now I'm gonna tell the truths. So like, Drake doesn't have anything on Kendrick.
Yeah,
If
he
Drake had
doesn't.
something, he would have dropped it in Family Matters.
Yeah.
He's fucked. He has nothing. He's gonna, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna do what he did when he was trying to find news on, I think, ASAP Rocky or something. He's gonna pay people to start trying to find news on him.
And I think Kendrick he mentioned that in was it 616?
Yeah, 616.
He mentioned that he's like, I hear in the streets you're trying to get
You paid
them
100K
pay-
and got
yeah.
no receipt and got no receipts back.
And that means like he's trying to pay for information, and it's literally nothing out
There's
there.
nothing out there.
Kendrick tells you what he wants you to know. That's it.
And it's
He's
not like
not
Kendrick's
gonna-
a saint. Like, we all know everybody has skeletons in the closet. It's just that it's not taken to the extent of pedophilia. Is that we don't think it's to that extent. Drake, though, on the other end, you're right. I've always heard rumors about it, but I thought people were just,
It just got shut down very quickly to the point where we have our personal lives, bro. Like, we're not gonna fucking be
invested in that.
Yeah.
So
If you get caught, you get caught type of thing. But like, not okay. That sounded bad. That sounded awful. No,
Well-
if it comes to light without me having to do
Yeah.
research, I don't want to have to go into a rabbit hole and get into a dark hole and be like, yeah, Drake's a pedophile. Nah, like you're gonna get caught. When you get caught, then I'll be like, yeah, we knew it all along.
It's
but
gonna
like,
come to the light.
it's gonna come to the light. But Kendrick brought it to the light, and now we're all here, and we're like, damn, these diss tracks are good. And when everything actually even settles down more this week, we're all gonna revisit and be like, Drake, why does he think you're a pedophile? What would make him know? Because Kendrick doesn't go around saying that about everybody.
yeah.
Like Kendrick's saying that about you, dog. You're doing something, and
And that goes to the point where like maybe Kendrick hates Drake and there's a hate between Kendrick and Drake, but at what point do we kind of see this as in like it has to be true, because the amount of people that are starting to switch on Drake, it means that. And obviously like you can say this about Rick Ross, Future, Metro, is like,
Rick
man,
Ross is
like
hilarious.
you benefit off of Drake too.
Yeah.
But at some point, it's like, yeah, they did benefit off of it, but for the fact that even though they benefit off of him, but they hate him because of something that he did or a certain way that he treats people, that goes to show there's like, you can't have these many people hate on Drake that it can't be, it's not going to be true.
But then you could also defend that in the sense of like how Floyd Mayweather was, how LeBron is, how certain people. Whenever you're at the top of the game, people want to see you be humbled. People want to see you lose. People want to see you get beaten. Like,
but this is a little different. This is a little different because like in those instances, like like for example, LeBron, right? LeBron has his haters, but at the end of the day, his own haters will say, hey, bro, LeBron is one of the GOATs. Or you'll have people that favor LeBron and they come out and defend LeBron. Throughout this whole thing, I haven't seen anybody defend Drake other than the fans that are slobbing on his dick. 21 Savage hasn't come out to defend Drake.
Yeah.
SZA hasn't come out to defend Drake. Travis hasn't come out to. They've all stand silent. Everybody's team Kendrick in my eyes because they've like lifted Kendrick's raps. No one said anything like, nah, this ain't true about Drake. If this wasn't true, someone would come up and say, hey, Kendrick, you took it too far. This ain't true. Not a single person that said that. Not even
everybody stayed
Sexy
quiet.
Red. Like,
Shit.
do you
so
feel like they just don't want to get involved?
they
or-
don't want to get involved, but part of not getting involved is they know like some of this stuff is true. Like for example, like when what was I gonna say? Kendrick said what did he say Mitch, he said that you try to get a cease and desist on a Like That record. What, you didn't like that record? Metro Boomin just posted the receipts.
The actual
receipts. And then Metro then went to confirm like, I know something about Drake too, but I don't want to get involved. I'm not gonna drop that bomb. I'll let Kendrick do all the work. They all know something. It's like the P. Diddy all over thing. They all know that something's going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They just don't want to be the one to reveal it. And Kendrick's like, fuck it. I'm the boogeyman. If he's going to come after me, because it didn't even have to go that far. Drake started talking about Kendrick's wife. If Drake just kept Kendrick's wife out of it, none of this would have happened. He took it too far. Kendrick's like, fuck it. I don't fucking like you anyways. I'm just going to reveal everything. Little by little, break you down.
Yeah, because Kendrick dropped Like That, and then Drake responded, no?
No, he took some time to respond, but he tried to get apparently tried to get a cease and desist, and everybody thought Kendrick was lying about that, and then Metro just posted a receipt.
No, yeah, but Push-Ups was after,
Push-Ups.
right after Like That, right?
Yeah.
Not
Like
right
2
after,
weeks, yeah.
but I'm saying like
But
the this after was
next in the timeline.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and Push-Up, that's where he talks about his girl, right?
Yeah, he talks about his wife, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He talks about his wife and his
that's
kid.
what I remember. That's kind of like what I was saying. So like, Kendrick stooped that low, but because Drake brought it up,
started
and
it.
I mean, obviously Kendrick talks about
So
it.
that's the whole breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all breakdown. Did you see that cease and desist? I thought, dude, a lot of this stuff to be honest, I thought Kendrick's lying about. I thought it was just bars, but slowly all of it's starting to be truths.
But if that, bro, that's the thing. So now that I know that
cease and
Metro
desist.
put the receipts out for that, bro, that just goes to show how fucking Drake is a fucking liar. Because on the Family Matters, he said, "Man, cease and desist, that's for hosts."
But
He literally said that.
he said that.
So
and then
now
Metro
they're
put out
proving
the
it wrong.
receipts.
It's just like, bruh, like, so now you're lying. Now,
ho.
now I can't believe shit you're saying. Like, bro, now I know you're a liar, bro. It's like, damn, like now I can't just I can't respect y'all for that, bro.
Dude, did you? I know you've been watching the reactions. Is it? To me, this was shocking. So I was watching in the car before I got here. Is it? Do you think? I think Kendrick's officially won, not because of the raps, but because DJ Academic said Kendrick is officially winning. And you know DJ Academic, he said that. Have you seen that?
Nah, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you can't deny it, bro.
He's officially winning.
He's officially winning. He didn't say won, but he's like Kendrick's up. He's officially winning. The fact that remember DJ Academics is the biggest Drake stan. This dude is crying at his concert, singing his heart out. If he says
he actually do that?
Yeah.
No way.
He loves Drake.
I haven't seen it.
Dude, DJ Academics, dude, he's one step away from like.
Hey, he's the DJ. You're the DJ Academics to DJ Academics. Bro.
Yeah.
Well, with this man, we go work sometimes. We work here. Work. Bro, that man had DJ Academics in the car.
Bro, because
he's funny as fuck,
DJ
bro.
Academics is
He's
pretty
hilarious.
much the culture in the sense of hip hop. Like even Ross, like his DJ was like, "Hey, Academics, we're about to drop the diss song. We're gonna send it to you so that you could drop it." 40, 50 people live watching it, and then you just see Twitter and everything just going off and stuff.
40, 50 people. 40, 50,000.
Yeah, live viewers just watching everything.
I thought just 40, 50 people. I'm
no,
like, damn.
40, 50,000. And Charlemagne called in. And
Oh no, yeah,
people.
for a fact, DJ Academics is a hip hop.
You guys would say he's a top
Is it
3 when it
mogul?
comes to hip hop culture, like media.
Him, Button, and
But I think he's at the top. Just because
Yeah.
he's funny, bro. He's
it's
hilarious.
tough with the last one because you have. Who do you put in your top 3?
I put DJ Academics, even though I don't like it personally. It's hard.
Charlemagne.
No, Charlemagne is weird. I can't put Charlemagne. He's too weird for me, man.
But I would put him in the top 3. There's no other.
Right
No,
now,
Right now, no. I put him, Joe Budden. This is going to be weird, man. He's not hip hop culture, obviously, but he knows so much about the culture because he hangs around those guys. Andrew Schultz when he's
Really?
he on his podcast, dude, he'll talk about hip hop stuff, and you can tell him and his co-hosts are into that world. It's just not their main focus because obviously they're not black. But like, I can't push.
Nah, not in terms of hip hop. I don't think so.
Because I'm thinking about it whenever they talk or whenever they get given their take.
Drink champs.
Well, yeah, Drink Champs too, but
Drink
they're
Champs.
just more of interviews, bro. I don't think they get into them talking about
Like
their
controlling
opinions.
narratives and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
because if Button say something,
you
or
can say
act-
Kai Cenat. I just can't push Charlemagne there, dude. I just can't.
he was there before, but
Yeah.
right now,
Right now, he's just too weird, man.
I mean, keep in mind, okay, no, I think it has to be the Brilliant Idiots, bro. Like him,
them two.
Charlemagne,
what I
and
said,
Andrew
Schultz,
Schultz.
yeah.
Because, bro, they literally. Well, yeah, Andrew Schultz, but not with Akash. I'm talking about with
Yeah.
him and Charlemagne.
With him and
when them
Charlemagne.
two talk about it, I mean, literally, fucking, he comes out in the, we still don't trust you.
Yeah.
Like the start of the mixtape,
Yeah.
the second side of
We
that
don't trust
that
you.
album.
Dude,
He
that
comes
song
out
is
on it and
funny
he's
to
like,
me.
I agree, I agree. And it's
No.
Charlemagne talking. It's like, bro, like I think those 3. I think Academics first, Joe Budden second, and then the Charlemagne and
Brilliant Idiots.
Brilliant.
Yes. I didn't know you guys listened to Joe Budden. I thought I was the only one.
For real.
I don't listen to Joe Budden like that, but in terms of hip hop, I think
Yeah, I
he's
was gonna say,
influential.
I'm such a hip hop head that
Yeah.
Adam 22, Vlad, Joe Budden, all them like
You listen to him.
Anthony Fantano. I
Anthony
see
Fantano.
everybody.
It's all in my
was it-
algorithms.
Was it that podcast with the 2 Canadian dudes? I forgot it,
I
but
mean, the British guys?
no, they're Canadians. Is like a chubby white dude, and the other one's like skinny. They're super cool too. Like they're super knowledgeable on hip
really?
hop, and like you said, it's different takes of like different people. DJ goes for reactions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
You know,
let me
I'd
ask you guys something. I want to circle back to this. You know how Jeff Epstein, that's the guy that was on the island, right?
Yeah,
You
Jeff
remember when
Epstein.
all that news came out? Do you guys remember the amount of stars that said anything about it?
Oh yeah,
None of them said anything about it. Look at Drake now. No one's give it this next week, people all the stars still won't bring up the pedophile stuff. You know why? Because it's probably true. And they're doing it themselves. Like we already know that there's stars in Hollywood that are doing it themselves, that are associated. And once they find out, they're like, damn, dude, Drake's on it. Oh, dude, I'm up next. I gotta keep my mouth shut.
Bro, if BET was smart, they will hire. They have to hire the next a black comedian to host that BET Awards. And
Who would it be?
bro,
Who would take
who would y'all be a perfect host for it?
Cat Williams,
for him to go.
Cat Williams?
Bro, Cat Williams would take advantage of this
Cat
moment.
kicked this whole year off, bro.
Dude, Cat would
Pay
destroy
Cat
it.
10 mil, bro. 10 mil just to
They
host
have
it,
to,
bro.
dude. honestly, BET needs to hire you. That was the smartest thing I think I've heard. If BET does not announce, hey, this next BET Awards, Cat Williams the host, dude, they'll outdo the Grammys. They will
that is
outdo the
legendary.
Grammys easily if they do that.
Especially with the jokes, and they do
Everything
it live
that's been
type
going
shit
on.
in a
Oh,
streaming
God.
service. Shit, Netflix now that they're doing live,
Live.
Netflix live.
That would be
Bro.
Let's see what happens.
Oh my gosh, that'd be wild. Cat Williams.
Yeah,
Be
that's
like, that nigga
perfect.
Drake did it. He did it.
He'll come with the funniest jokes, bro.
Dude, they better make BET make
He will
that
come
shit
up-
happen, bro.
Bro, I wouldn't even be like, even though he's not with the culture, but what's his name? The white dude that did the Oscars, or the
Oh
the one that did the Office, the original Office.
The original Office. Oh, Ricky.
Ricky Gervais.
Oh
Gervais.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one that started the original pedophile comedian. The one that was.
Bro, they would always just be
Yeah.
all the actors and stuff.
To be quiet, but because they know what's going on.
Damn,
That's,
I think Cat Williams would be the only perfect comedian
Bro,
to
Cat
hire.
Williams.
oh, because he wouldn't be afraid of anything.
Yeah.
Dude,
Wait, didn't his special drop on Netflix?
no, not yet.
Wasn't that yesterday or today? It was supposed to drop
no,
live.
No.
I heard
And
about
it's
it, but
live
I don't
too.
know.
I thought it was live. It was a
Yeah.
live special.
Which people didn't like because everything could go wrong because he's gonna be live performing.
Yeah, but I mean,
He'll
at the
kill
same
it.
time, he doesn't care. That's the thing. When I heard that man, he was on that show Wild and Out, and he was like, he hates Michael Blackson. If you know who that is, he hates
Yeah.
that dude. And Michael Blackson was like, "Would you rather say I'm the greatest comedian or go broke?" And he's like, "I've gone broke 3 times. I don't mind going broke a 4th." Like, Cat Williams won't be afraid to say anything, bro. BET better clip this. BET better find this clip somehow and have Cat Williams be the host, because that'll be the first BET that outdoes the Grammys by far, easily.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because who else?
No one else.
Like, let's say Cat Williams, not Cat Williams.
We
Who
can't.
else?
Obviously, can't be Kevin Hart. He's just not like that anymore. Is there another comedian that's like? I don't think
Chris
of anyone-
Rock?
I don't know. Chris Rock
No,
got slapped, my
dude,
boy.
Chris Rock couldn't do it. I don't
Dave
think
Chappelle?
So.
Nah,
Ooh,
but Dave
hell?
Chappelle. But Chappelle's
Chappelle
too
can.
big to host something.
Ooh,
To what?
Chappelle.
Chappelle's too big to host something.
I forgot about Chappelle. Chappelle, maybe.
I
but
mean, if he does it for the culture,
if he does it for the culture, and Chappelle keeps up with all the hip hop stuff.
oh, he's gonna be.
So he'll know, he's privy to all this. In fact, when Chappelle does his next comedy bit, this will probably be in it.
Hell yeah.
This will probably be in it. Not this podcast. I mean the beef. You guys
No,
would be
yeah.
lucky if it's this podcast. Chappelle's
No,
like-
but
Hopefully
but I
he's-
think Chappelle's too big, and his type of comedy is not movement to BET awards. You know, I'm pretty sure he'll drop something about this.
Mhm.
But Cat
But
seems like the only one.
Cat would probably be the perfect. I
He'd
was
be
good thinking
perfect.
Jamie
Especially
Foxx,
this year, bro.
but nah, Jamie Foxx wouldn't do.
Jamie Foxx could do anything, so he probably would be.
No,
good
but
if he
Jamie
was
Foxx wouldn't tell the truth. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx, he would kind of teeter on the line. No, Cat Williams is fucking crossing that shit. Usain Bolt in that shit. He is running across that bitch. 9 seconds. Do you guys remember when he ran his 40 time and they tested it? And he's
Yeah,
fast, dude.
Yeah,
Cat Williams fast.
no, he's fast, but then it goes to
should've
like
been
the
hell.
part where like the labels control the awards. It's like you
Yeah.
think what label would be? Because what label is Drake with?
I mean, at the end of the day, what does BET have to lose?
You're
like,
not wrong.
The
'Cause
Grammys,
I think Drake's with what? He's with Universal, or he has a deal with the record. He has one of the best deals with the record label. He's still
Universal.
I don't know if it's Universal. I can't remember.
Republic, I think, or
Look it up real quick.
Because Kendrick is Interscope, right?
Kendrick's Interscope. I think Kendrick's technically independent now though, because he left TDE.
done with this deal.
Yeah, he's done with TDE.
Imagine the amount of money Kendrick's gonna bring in with his new album. Whoever.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to share the percentage anymore. I mean, he fulfilled his album needs with TDE, so he'll be pretty good, honestly. Which is another thing that I think why Kendrick was kind of pissed, because Drake was saying like, oh, he does 50% of his splits and stuff like that. But Kendrick was like, bro, we all split money with people.
That's how it works.
That's how it works. I don't know why you're acting like this is brand new. Like when
Do
you
you
started
know?
off,
Did
bro,
it come up?
Hmm?
No.
No, it had all the labels: Young Money, Cash Money, Republic, and
Republic.
And,
If it said Republic, that's because those are the minor labals that are
The
under
subcert,
the big label that controls. It's like the equivalent of like Good Music. Yes, Good Music is its own label, but it's under what's it called? Rockefeller or whatever. I can't remember.
I mean, it's only the 4 big ones, though. Interscope, Universal.
Universal, Sony, and and like one other one.
He has a deal with one of them, and it's a pretty good deal, but he still splits a lot of his percentages, which is what Kendrick was trying to say.
Universal Music.
Yeah,
Universal Music. So yeah, I was right.
Drake
Universal.
signs LeBron sides deal with Universal Music.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't. You're right, bro. I don't think they'll let Cat Williams do it if that's the case, because they would control. They would control. They realize Cat Williams wouldn't bite his tongue. Like if they ask Cat Williams not to talk about the beef, he'd be like, "Fuck that." Like, no, I'm talking about this shit.
And I'm pretty sure the higher ups in Universal are gonna be like, "Fuck that," you know, like we're not gonna.
True.
Fuck, man.
You guys think J. Cole made the right decision now?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro, he's chilling. He's on his bike in New York, bro.
I think I kind of find J. Cole a little more liable now. He backed out of this because he knew that this was coming, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it comes back to my point. If he knew this was coming, that Drake was going to talk about this with Kendrick, because Kendrick talks about it, it's like, don't call me on my celly. Jay called Kendrick on his cell phone.
Damn.
And Kendrick obviously told him what he was going to say. And I think the fact that J. Cole backed out of it, J. Cole knows that some of the stuff that's about to be said, it's not only going to cut deep, but some of it's true. And he just doesn't want to be a part of that.
He said, I'm good. He said, I got my piece.
I got my piece. I got my wife. I already cheated on her twice, so I don't need any more. I don't need any more.
Nah,
but damn, dude, does it affect J. Cole legacy wise? Like,
no, because I think Drake. I mean J. Cole, and I think somebody else has talked about them. I think Charlamagne talked about it, but I think the J. Cole fans, even though J. Cole talked about himself being the greatest, is like his fans, his core base. Never really, not that they didn't view him as that, but they still loved his music regardless if he thought of himself being the greatest or not, you know. Like his music was very, very relatable to their lifestyle or the way they loved music, you know. So I think his fan base is still there, and now the fact that they see how bad it got, I feel like his core fans are like, man, I'm glad my boy J. Cole didn't go there, you know? Like
my goat is not getting
getting roasted, you know? Like we good.
He's not getting fucking killed, buried up, put back in the ground.
Yeah, so I think he did the right move. Everybody's saying he did the right move, and based on how bad it's gotten, I don't think nobody blames J. Cole for getting out of the beef, you know? Like nobody sees him as in like kind of like.
I see it as a pussy move. I personally do see it as a pussy move. How you gonna freaking try to diss and then back out and just be like, oh, sorry, bro?
Because his diss wasn't too good.
I think the narrative also was like, bro, you're lying in the raps.
You're lying in the raps. You don't believe what you're saying. But and then he realized what was coming. If he come with a harder diss, maybe he stays. But I don't think he was gonna stay. I think he saw it as competition. Like, you know how Kobe and LeBron, they might talk shit to each other on the court, but they were good friends outside the court. I think that's what he saw it as. I was like, oh, we're all still good friends outside of this. And they're like, nah, Kendrick's like, nah, I fucking hate that nigga. And Drake's like, nah, I hate that nigga too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
You know, he talks about the middle child type shit.
Also, I think J. Cole thought about this and he said, fuck it. Like, I'm going to be able to sleep fine, even though some people are going to call me a pussy. Kind of like how you're saying that's what you think. But he subconsciously accepted that, okay, after I come out and apologize, nobody's ever gonna see me as a GOAT, and I should never speak on being the GOAT anymore.
That's the good point. Like, first he was talking all that, I'm the GOAT, but like you said, now you have to accept, like, nobody's ever gonna put you
and I think he's subconscious, like, he thought about it. He's like, you know what, after I make this apology, he knows, he's like, I don't think I can ever rap about this, but I accept that. Like, I feel like, fuck it, I'll take my L.
That's different, because before he was talking about, like, you know, Big Three and I'm Muhammad Ali. It's like,
no one can out-rap me. If you throw me on your feature, I'm out rapping you.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of this? Because he was supposed to come with an album. I can't remember what the album's name is called. The
Fall Off.
The Fall Off or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think he releases it this year.
Nah, he can't.
Not right now. Like,
he has to wait.
He has to wait it out, especially.
But he's gonna kill it in that album because, you know, J. Cole is a great artist.
Just again, he can't rap about being one of the greatest anymore.
Yeah.
Like
like anybody that comes at me.
Like that's.
Yeah.
Because on that album, he's definitely gonna hit a bar like, "This is the fall, but I'm still coming up." It's like he was gonna spit something like that, and he's back there with his engineers like, "Hey, we gotta rewrite this." Honestly, just throw the whole album, trash it.
Yeah, bro. So, nah, I think I think that's it, bro. That's all we had to take on this.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there's no diss track dropping it right now.
No, hopefully it is, bro. More
Shit.
content.
We haven't even checked, bro. 'Cause,
Kendrick
like,
over here dropping every 5
Kendrick just
minutes.
like, fuck it, another one.
Another one.
Dude, wait. Before you finish, man, you guys give me a timetable on when you think Drake should respond. How many days do you give him until you say the 8th over?
Drake
you
just
lost.
dropped.
You lying.
Yeah.